welcome back to BLOCKTV. This is The Hunt, where we track down the race for the $1 billion in Bitcoin in Satoshi's treasure hunt. Well, let's start off this week's clue. This week's clue starts off with follow the crazy rabbit, which either is a reference to Easter or possibly a shout out to the Matrix. So if you read it, it says, congratulations to the hunters who congregated at the locations indicated in my first transmission and found the first keys of the hunt. A hearty congratulations as well to the few who realized that travel in meat space was not entirely necessary to find these keys. While parts of the hunt are solitary endeavors, most of the time you'll need to work together as a clan to pull ahead. This next challenge is solvable for an individual only at considerable expense. For a group, it is nothing but a simple test of cohesion and trust. In my hunt, as in life, remember that nothing is what it seems. Dun, 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 dun. So there is a quick link. You press the link, it opens up to this crazy GIF. Now, if you look at that GIF, I can't figure anything out. It's just a rabbit and then a face. But what happens is if you actually open up that GIF into a Word doc, it will give you this nice long string of characters and words. And if you scroll down, you will see Mac OS X. Now, usually when you see that, that usually signifies that a file was zipped. So that was a clue or a hint saying that this file was zipped. So that if you open up that GIF file you unzip it, it will show you a URL that says eggs, eggs, eggs for the Eggman, get your eggs, and use the Jade Key to open. Well, if you then go to that URL, it will take you to that page asking for a passcode. You put in the Jade Key that you should have gotten or figured out from last week's clues, and that brings you to this page. The egg hunt is on. The Jade Key slides into the lock with no play and turns at the slightest pressure. A soft click as if from far away comes the lock mechanism, and it swings open to reveal an empty vault. With a scrap of old paper on the floor, you pick it up and read the careful handwriting. It's time to go and stock up on eggs for the rabbit with a link. And if you press on the link, well, I must say that whoever's writing these things are quite the poet, but when you press on the link, that link brings you to this page where you can buy a colorful Easter egg, a digital egg. The text says, this is a digital egg that will be delivered to your email inbox at a rapid speed by a fleet of delivery rabbits. There are 8 limited versions of the egg. A surprise awaits to anyone who can pull all of them together. All the rabbit given you from egg sales will be converted to Bitcoin and sent to the hunt pot. The egg will be emailed to you within 1 business day. Now, this part of the clue actually didn't require you to spend real money. You could spend fiat or Bitcoin. Luckily they accepted Bitcoin. And some people were, at this point, people were a little taken aback. They didn't like that you had to spend money, but like the clue said, like the original clue said, working together here will make it not a big expense. Especially figuring out that there's 8 pieces of that QR code that you need to buy. You spend $1.37. And what happens is that you'll get a piece of the code right there. It could be quite expensive for one person because it is 8 to the 8 powers, the chance that you maybe double up on some of the pieces. But people actually did work together and they shared this code and they're able to put it together. And when you put together that QR code, it gives you a URL with a passphrase and it brings you to another decrypt page. Now, you get the decrypt page and you put in the passphrase that was part of the QR code. The passphrase was, a dim light illuminated the darkness, casting shadows on the walls and revealing a single key hanging from a thread in the middle of the vault. Once again, quite poetic. Now you punch that passphrase in and voila, it brings you to the congratulations hunter page on finding the 4th key fragment. So, a couple of takeaways from this week's clue. One, it was definitely harder than the first week, where the first week was merely show up at these locations. This one did require you to use, a little bit of thought, kind of figure out gifts. You need a little bit of computer savvy, as well as requiring actual money, whether it be fiat or Bitcoin, requiring some financial expenditure. So, that was really interesting and really great. We saw a lot of teamwork up until now. A lot of people banding together to share tips, share clues, share the QR codes, like the pieces. And when I spoke to Eric, the creator of the game, or one of the people creating the game last week here at BLOCKTV, he did say how that was really a goal of his, to bring people together. He wants and he expects people to team up. Also, you could tell the pretty heavy-handed Easter theme in this week. So congratulations to everyone who did figure it out. Thanks for joining us with us. Shout out to Vault Miner and Troll Area for helping. I used some of their guides and helping to figure out this this code. And as always, this is The Hunt. Make sure to check us back every week. We'll be going over on Mondays that week's clue, and hopefully that answer I'll have it figured out by then. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Thank you very much.